Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer and welcome to your daily silver stacking video. Thank you for tuning in. If you stack silver and you want to prepare to have the most successful silver stacking strategy as possible, then it is vital that you click subscribe, not for my sake, for your own. I will keep you updated on a day-to-day basis with the newest, latest, freshest, most up-to-date recent information of silver. I got y'all. Every single day, I'm going to let you know what's happening, what's the most important, relevant news, so you can adjust and adapt accordingly. I'm also doing a massive 50,000 subscriber giveaway. You don't want to miss it. So click subscribe, click the notification bell, or you might miss the entry video. Now, I can guarantee, and I've proved this time and time again with countless articles, countless charts, countless different sources of information, data showing that there is a silver shortage, that silver is scarce. But a lot of people sleep on that. A lot of people do not understand how big of a shortage this is and how big of a problem this is. And I use Elon Musk as the mascot, because he is someone who's going to get hit the hardest. He is invested into, in all of his companies that he is into, need silver at an alarming rate. And when I say need, I mean silver is their livelihood. 5G towers, electric vehicles, even space equipment. Those are the top three things that need silver. Well, Elon Musk owns Tesla, which is an electric vehicle, and owns SpaceX, which is also heavily in the silver world, as space equipment is used with silver as well. So Elon Musk, if he's sleeping on silver, is going to be down bad. And when I mean bad, I mean bad. Mike Maloney actually did the math for him. He wrote Elon Musk a personal letter saying, you know what, Elon? I'm going to do the calculations for you. I'm going to show you how much money you could save or how much money you are going to owe. Let's check out this article right now. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very important part of the video. What I'm about to read is Mike Maloney's letter to Elon Musk titled Buy Physical Silver. Look at these numbers. Look at these calculations. And don't only think about Elon Musk. Think about every business in the industrial sector when we're going over these numbers. This is honestly baffling and shows why this video is so important. Mike Maloney just did a big interview praising his Tesla, and all of a sudden Elon Musk publicly thanked Mike. So Mike sent an open letter to Musk urging him to buy silver bullion, stating, and I quote, "You said that Tesla plans to sell 20 million electric vehicles by 2030. The company produced 430,000 units over the past 4 quarters. So that would be 19,569,000 vehicles within the next 9 years. Each electric vehicle uses up to 50 grams of silver, which totals to 978 million grams. In other words, if you reach your 2030 sales goal, Tesla will need up to 31 million ounces of silver per year. The cost to you at $25 silver, $786 million. But the cost to you at $50 is $1.57 billion. And the cost at $100 is a whopping $3.145 billion. And that's just your automobile business alone. So he could be paying $786 million buying silver, racking up silver right now, or be paying $3.145 billion. Do you see how important this is for Elon, for these big business, industrialized companies that need silver, where silver is essential, to not be overlooking silver right now and just shrugging it off? That is a game changer. That's a lot of money. That's a big gap difference. And I'm telling you guys, if they're not paying attention to this, which I hope Elon is, because he's a genius. He's mentioned gold. He obviously doesn't like his money in fiat currency. He's talked about Bitcoin. He's talked about other alternatives to Bitcoin in the crypto world. He's talked about physical gold. Obviously, he's not going to mention silver because that would shoot the price of silver up, and he obviously wants to buy it for cheaper if that's what he's doing. He has the power to. He tweeted out 4 letters on Twitter, DOGE, which stands for Dogecoin. Dogecoin was at 4 cents and shot it up thousands of percent to nearly $1. I mean, he has the pull to do that. So do you think he's going to come out and just openly say, yeah, I'm buying silver now? It would shoot the price up. He doesn't want that right now, if he's smart at least, which I know he is smart. Now, I want to go over the main article, the meat and potatoes of this video, which is showing all of the context, the proof that backdates this entire introduction. Let's jump into that. This is an article released by the Silver Institute. I call them the holy grail of information. There's no one above them. When they release numbers, when they release data, when they release charts, when they release information, that's what everyone else goes by. There's no one above them. Their statements, the numbers they put out is what everyone else resources off of. These guys are the head honcho, which they also predicted $30+ silver by the end of the year when they're never known to give out forecasts or predictions. So that's a whole separate video itself. But anyways, let's jump into this. Now, I want to put this in perspective. The U.S. Mint produces 13 million American Eagles per year. That's 13 million ounces. And they're having a hard time finding enough silver to produce 13 million ounces. Over the next 9 years, actually less, over 1.5 billion ounces of silver is forecasted to be consumed in green technologies itself, not the industrial sector talking about electric vehicles or silver lithium ion batteries or even 5G towers. Just the solar panel sector, 1.5 billion. We can't even fill 13 million ounces of American Eagles. There's a silver shortage. That's why the premiums on these coins are so high, because the silver's scarce. So if we're talking about 1.5 billion ounces in just one category alone, and that's just over the next 8.5 years, not talking about 2040, 2050, 2060, when we need even more silver. Do you think this is realistic? Do you think this is all just going to play through and work out? If so, then you shouldn't be investing into anything, period. So the ongoing revolution in green technologies, driven by the exponential growth of new energy vehicles and continued investment in solar voltaic energy, should further boost global industrial demand for silver over the next decade and beyond. These sectors, along with silver demand in nuclear power, are explored in a new report, The Role of Silver in the Green Revolution, released today by the Silver Institute. The cost of installing and providing solar voltaic or photovoltaic systems has fallen rapidly relative to other electrical energy sources over the past 2 decades. This is expected to continue over the medium term, leading to an ever-increasing share in renewable energy generation and investment for PV, led by both macroeconomic cost considerations and public policy. Silver's importance to solar energy is well documented, and the metal will continue to play a substantial role in this technology. Nothing's going to replace silver, trust me. It is estimated that roughly 820 million ounces of silver will be utilized by global solar energy applications through 2030. Now you can see that the graph 2017 is actually, and this is the demand, by the way. This isn't the supply. This is the demand of silver. Demand of silver 2017, around 135 million ounces. Right now, around 119 million ounces. But you see, around 2025, when all of this kicks in gear, which is crazy to think about, silver's main driver, or the main thing that's going to affect the prices, hasn't even happened yet. And that's not including the dollar collapsing, etc. Now you can see every year around 2024, we're going to need a lot more silver. And that's when silver scarcity is going to be at its lowest. There's another thing to take note of. There's a direct correlation, or almost. When silver demand rises, silver's price rises. And we see demand growing, and the price, if you look at a chart with silver price demand, comparing it to when the prices go up, when silver demand is low, prices are low. When silver demand is up, prices are up. So we can see a gradual approach upwards where the price is going to more than likely mimic that or mirror that or reflect that. But also by 2030, every automobile company is going to be an electric vehicle. So in the next 9 years, every car made from then on is going to be an electric vehicle. So it's not just Tesla. It's not just some of these companies. We're going to need a lot more silver on a massive, massive scale. On a massive scale. Now, recognizing an opportunity to curb pollution in urban areas, governments across the globe have provided financial incentives across the globe, as well as new regulations that favor of the development of the electrical and hybrid vehicles into their broader strategies to tackle climate change. And this is China, the largest car market in the world, gradually moving from incentivizing consumers to buy electric vehicles to penalizing manufacturers who fail to offer new NEV models, right? If any automobile company is going to try to stay gas and not go electric, they're going to be bashed by the public eye because that means they're not trying to help save the world. They're not trying to go green. They don't care about the planet. Do you think any automobile or smart automobile company is not going to go electric? No. Or they'll get no sales, or they'll just be looked at the bad guys, the evil guys. So anyways, let's keep on looking into the important part. So an often overlooked application for silver is nuclear power, where silver is used in combination with other metals to produce the reactor's control rods. The rod cluster control assemblies are inserted into the reactor to control the rate of fission, and as such must be made of a material that is capable of absorbing neutrons without undergoing nuclear fusion itself. It has a high mechanical strength and is resistant to corrosion. One of the most common materials used is an alloy that is 80% silver, 15% indium, 5% camdium, and through small terms of expected offtake at 19 million ounces of total silver demand through 2030. Demand for silver in this area could rise with future growth of nuclear reactors globally. And that's just another thing. That's another 19 million ounces. But think of all the other new inventions, new technologies that are going to be coming out that silver is also needed. iPhones, the newest, latest iPhone. I mean, everything. Laptops. You name it. I mean, silver is used in the medical world. There's colloidal silver, right? It's used in medical wall paint. People even use it in their masks for the virus because it has antimicrobial properties. It can purify water. Silver is the most highly conductive metal for thermal conductivity, electricity, even light sensitivity. Silver is the best. There's a reason why people call it white gold. There's a reason why back in the day silver was actually more valuable than gold, because gold doesn't do much except for sit pretty and look good on people, where silver has real world uses. There's a reason for that. So, moving forwards, do you really think that this is all going to work out? Do you really think that if people like Elon Musk are not heavily buying silver, that they are going to be able to keep the cost of production low enough to even make money when silver hits $100+? Because it's not an if, but it's a when. I've heard so many people say it's not an if, but a when. And when I say when, I'm not talking about tomorrow. I'm not talking about next week. I'm not talking about next month. I'm not even talking about next year. I don't want you to get me wrong for a silver pumper. I'm going to be realistic. I'm going to be transparent. I don't want to set you up for unrealistic expectations, because that leads to resentments. I'm going to give you transparency. I'm going to let you know the realism behind silver pricing, because some people will exaggerate it to build more hype. Silver is a ticking time bomb waiting to explode. The stars have aligned. The perfect storm is here. The floodgates have opened. But you got to remember, it's not Bitcoin. And it's not supposed to be Bitcoin. And that's why it's such a safe metal. That's why it's called a safe haven, because the price can't be manipulated overnight. It just shot up or shot extremely down. That's why it's like storing your money in a time capsule, because it's mostly off supply and demand, and it's also a hedge against inflation. That's a good thing. Some people look at it as a bad thing, but the reasons they're looking at it as a bad thing is actually the whole contradicting part of it, because silver can't be manipulated, cannot be controlled, because if it would be, then that could be used against it. Now, yes, there's price manipulation, but when we're looking at an intrinsical metal where supply and demand has a big pull, speculation can't pull the whole market like Bitcoin. Speculation can't pull the whole market like even stocks. That's why silver is the safest, smartest investment, and that's why it's called a safe haven metal. That's why they're called safe haven assets. So, I'm going to wrap this video up here. If you thought this video was 1, educational, 2, informational, 3, at least entertaining, hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed. I'm doing a 50,000 subscriber giveaway. If you've watched this video up until this point, thank you. Click subscribe. Obviously, you're one to pay attention to things and soak up all the information. You didn't click off the video in 2 minutes thinking you know it all. You wanted to stay till the end, get every piece of information. You didn't think you were the smartest guy in the room. You didn't think you didn't need to know anymore. That shows a lot about your character, and that's going to take you a lot farther than the guy that clicked off this video in 2 minutes thinking, I don't need to hear this crap, or, oh, I already know. No, there was a lot to this video, a lot of important stuff that you got that guy that clicked off in a minute and a half didn't get. And that shows a lot about your character. That translates into other areas of your life as well. So pat yourself in the back. I literally want you to right now, because you know that's a very good character or characteristic to have. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, please hit subscribe, like the video, help the algorithm gods push this video and promote it to other stackers. Thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.